Hello everybody, in today's video I am going to be flipping through my January journal pages. I haven't finished all of them per usual, but I figure I have enough to warrant a flip through and get it over with and done with, so I don't have it on my to-do list anymore. So as you can see, I've added 2 new charms. I've got a Japanese coin and a traveler's notebook suitcase charm, and then I did add one of their pewter charms to the bottom of my little bookmark here. So just up front here, I've got an insert that I made for my trip to San Antonio. So I've already got that in my notebook ready to go because I'm leaving this weekend for that trip. And then I have my planner up here. I don't ever think I'm really bad at maintaining this, but let's just start with January. I just want to make sure I'm in frame. So I think I did a journal with me video on this one. I really love the way this one turned out. I was really worried about the splatter showing through, but it ended up not being too big of an issue. For this particular layout, I just used a lot of ephemera that I got from an order that I got from Nico Neko, and yeah, just played with some London Gifties washi, and I think that was pretty much it. This one, I just used some of the Traveler's Company things that I got from Cafe Analog. They had their what do you call it? Their stamp caravan. I think it was on the 5th. But I got the package in the mail. It was the 4th and the 5th, but I got the package in the mail this week. So I've got a bunch of stuff from that. I haven't finished this one quite yet because I want to use this, but I did put down some of the things in there. And then this is probably my all-time favorite ever layout that I've ever made. I spent the day with Jane Campbell. I will leave her Instagram handle down below. But during the trip with her, I played with a lot of her wax seals, and the colors just came out really lovely. And then I also have this Lunar New Year stamp, and I just kind of played with the colors with her waxes and her stamps. I used some of her stamps while I was there. And the colors just really made this layout really pop. So I really love the way this turned out. And I haven't done this week yet, but I will. I just love the way this is. And I did start to fill some of the things out, but I haven't completed it yet. I love the way it looks when it's all completed and filled in. I just really love the way that that looks, but I'll get to it. All right, so next we have my personal journal, which it needs to be inserted, but it's not right now. And this is for all of January. I think I only didn't do like the last week or so. So I'm covering it with these fun stickers, and then I've got my cover page. And right off the bat, I think I did a journal with me video for these first few pages, but I've got my word of the year, which is liberty. I'm going to journal a little bit more about it, but I didn't want this particular piece of journaling to be shared and on film. And you guys know I'm pretty open with sharing a lot of my journaling. I don't really censor anything, but for this one, I wanted to leave this kind of off camera, so I have not filled that in, and that was for a purpose. This journaling is filled in, and instead of using date stickers for January, I'm just using my shiny mini date stamp that I got from the stationery selection box last year. And then I've just got some simple basic things in here. I really love the way these first couple pages turned out. And then my family and I went to St. Augustine for a day trip, so I kind of made like a mini travel notebook inside of my regular journaling. So I cut off a piece of the map of the area that we explored. We pretty much stayed in this little area. We went to the fort, We played in the visitor center. We went to lunch right here at the seafood company. We took the kids to the schoolhouse. We played with the windmill that was over here. And then we walked back over and let the kids play at the playground. And then we went uptown to do a few other things. But on the map, this is pretty much where we stayed, just right here. We've got some receipts. And then in the travel guide, or like the official city guide, they have these really great pictures in here. So I just cut some of these out and included them. It's a really great way to get free ephemera from your trip, is getting like the visitor's guide and cutting out any pieces of ephemera that are in there. The fort had their stamps, so I went ahead and used the stamps. Again, it's great free ephemera and a great way to add something to your journal. I did take my journal with me, so it's proper on the page. We went to a really cool city coffee shop, and they have a stamp there. Most companies have some sort of stamp or branding. So whenever you go on a trip, ask. It never hurts to ask. You know, they always have business cards, but ask and see if they have any type of packaging or ribbon or tape, packing tape, or a stamp. Most companies do nowadays, so I just asked to use their stamp, which I think they just use to stamp their paper bags. I grabbed a postcard. I love this postcard for the fort, and then did some journaling on the back, and then added in another tip-in right here where I'm going to put our photos. I'm going to put the photos right here. And this tip-in, and this is actually from a takeaway menu from the place that we sat and had lunch at. So I think you actually can see it here. So again, free ephemera that I was able to use in my journal. So I love that. And then, like I said, all of these old pictures were in the visitor guide, and they just made great pieces of ephemera to put inside of this. And when we took the kids to the schoolhouse, I grabbed a postcard, and then the schoolhouse gave them this really cool like graduation certificate, which was free. And then there's an old picture of the schoolhouse, and I need to finish it. I haven't quite finished, but I needed to print off some pictures. So I left this page blank so that I can include some pictures. And then we keep going. I have this right here that I did with my friend Jane again. And then I have some things here from a bridal shower, and then a ticket in here from something that I did with my husband. So I just need to do the journaling for that. And then I've got this space right here for the very last few days of January. All I have to do is come in and fill it out, but the page is already done. There is a journal with me video, so I'll make sure to leave the information for that as well. And then I'm going to start my January pages from here on out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get January, February, and March in here. But February I think will be a little slower than January was. So yeah, I'm super excited. I love the A5 size still. I'm absolutely loving it. And like I said, I've got my little junk journal made for my little I guess I'm going to be there for 4 days, my trip to San Antonio. So I just made a little junk journal to hold some of the ephemera and the journaling and whatever else I get into. So I've got some old airline ticket holders that I am going to take with me in case the airline that we take does not have their own. And then I'll just glue them in. I'm probably going to glue it in here or here to kind of cover up this Nebraska map. And I can put my airline tickets in here. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to take them with me just in case. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like this video if you did, so YouTube knows what to show you in the future. And that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks. Bye.